we are going to need a compass and a pencil. As you can see, compass and a pencil. We're also going to need an eraser. We're going to need a sharpener. If our pencil is not that sharp, we're going to need our protractor. As you can see, this is a protractor. We're going to need a ruler. Definitely, this is most important. And then we are also going to need probably these set squares if the question requires us to make 90 degrees and the like. So let us read the first question of our paper. The first question reads as follows: construct triangle PQR in which PQ is 8 centimeters, angle QPR is 50 degrees, and angle PQR is 70 degrees. So let us first of all attempt the first part, which is PQ equals 8 centimeters. So you get your ruler and you also get your pencil. As you can see, this is my 15 centimeter ruler. Then we are going to draw a line. Okay, hopefully you're able to see. As you can see, I'm starting from 0. Don't start from 1, start from 0. So I'm starting from 0, then I draw an 8 centimeter line. As you can see, you make sure that it's visible. As you can see, mine is visible. Then you label it as PQ. So this is P and this is Q. You write 8 centimeters. Hopefully you are able to see now. The next part says angle QPR. This is Q, this is P, which means this is a triangle. R should be located somewhere above there. And I've told us that it's equal to 15 degrees. So you get your protractor, then you properly place it. P is the center, so you put the end point, the center point of the protractor at P, then you align the rest to the line PQ. As you can see, it is perfectly aligned parallel. Then you measure 50 degrees. Now the protractor has different units. Some units increase as you go to the left, some units increase as you go to the right. So as you can see, the inner part of the protractor increases as you go from right to left, as you can see, and that's how our angle increases. So where 50 degrees is, that's where you put a mark like so, a dotted line. Then after doing that, what's the next step? We've been told that and angle PQR R is somewhere above, is equal to 70 degrees. So you also get your protractor again. So you get your protractor once more, and then you measure 70 degrees. As you can see, 70 degrees, the outside part of the protractor measures 70 degrees. As you can see, our angles are increasing from 0, 10 all the way to 70. So we mark 70 like so. After marking 70, then since our question is done, we can just join where the two dots meet. We draw lines. You take your ruler. First of all, this is a technique that I like to use because your line should pass through that point. So first of all, you put your pencil on that point, then you properly align it like so. Then you draw a line. You draw a line like so. Just extend it. So as you can see, I've drawn the line. Whatever you do, also do the same for this other 70 degrees. You take your pencil there, then you align it with Q there, then you make sure that yeah, it's touching that line, as you can see. So that's us measuring that line. Okay, and now we can label this as R. So that is our R. What is the next step? Measure and write the length of R. Let us use our ruler. So we measure in centimeters, not in millimeters. Take it there and measure it. So what is the length? And as you can see, our length is roughly 8.5 8.5 centimeters. So you label like that, 8.5 centimeters. Now let us go to part B. B says measure and okay, so that is part B already. Let us go to C. C says within triangle PQR, draw the locus of points which are 3 centimeters from PQ. From PQ. Whenever you are told to draw the locus of points, by the way, if you don't know what locus of points is, this is just a path through which points can move in order to satisfy a condition. So the condition here is 3 centimeters from PQ. What that means is that we need to draw a line that is always 3 centimeters from PQ, and that's only possible if that line is parallel to PQ. So we need to create or construct a parallel line. So you get your compass, then you measure using your ruler 3 centimeters. As you can see, I'm measuring. I know you're not able to see, but I'll show you like so. So as you can see, this is 3 centimeters somewhere there, 3 centimeters. Let me just double check it. Okay, that's 3 centimeters. Then anywhere on this PQ line, we have to create arcs. So let me just use this point. Let me just create an arc directly above an arc. All you need is an arc. Then you move like so. The reason why we are doing this is because we have to draw a line that passes at the tip of those arcs. So just have to align your pencil like so. Make sure that it passes the top. The question says in the triangle. So in the triangle, that's where we draw the line. Then for the outside part, we can just put dotted lines so that the examiner knows what we are doing, like so. So as you can see, we have drawn a line that is 3 centimeters, or the locus of points that is 3 centimeters from PQ. And as you can see, if we measure, it's always 3 centimeters, no matter which point we choose. So we have scored a mark just like that. And let's go to the next part. 6 centimeters from R. We know that R is a single point, not so. And we know that a set of points that are the same distance from a fixed point is the circumference of the circle. So therefore, we're going to use this compass and the ruler to create an arc inside the triangle. So measure 6 centimeters. As you can see, place it like so. 6 centimeters. You have to measure 6. Hopefully, you are able to see that is 6 centimeters. Then you place your compass at R. Let me just move a bit like so. You place it there at R. As you can see, it's at R. As you can see, if I move my hand, then make sure that you do not change the radius of the compass and just draw an arc inside the triangle like so. You have drawn an arc inside. So that's another mark. If we want, we can label this part that said 3 centimeters is CI. Then this other part we are from answering is CII, so that we can better remember. Let us go to CIII, okay, or the third part of C. Equidistant from P and Q. We have to draw locus of points that are equidistant from P and Q. So where is P and Q? This is P and this is Q. So we have to draw a line that is directly in the middle, because only when the line is in the middle, that's when those points are the same distance from P and Q. They are in the middle of P and Q. That's what it means equidistant. So we have to bisect this line perpendicularly. What do? We get your compass, then you choose a radius that is more than half the length of PQ. As you can see, this is like half of PQ, as you can see. So now you have to choose more than half, because if you choose less than half, the arcs that we are going to draw will not meet, and we want them to meet. Time. Draw an arc like so. We also draw an arc below. Okay. Without moving the radius, changing the radius, you now shift it from Q to P, because that's the line which we want to bisect. Then you add an arc like so as well. Then you also add an arc below like so. Then we join where these two arcs are meeting. It's meeting here and here. Now remember, the question says inside the triangle. So only in the triangle, first of all, align your ruler properly so that when you draw, ensure that the line passes through the center. Then for the outside part, you can just put dotted lines so that the examiner knows how we came about. So as you can see, we have bisected this line perpendicular, and as you can see, if we have an infinite number of points, there are always going to be an equal distance from P and Q. So now let us go to the last part, which is D. D says that a point L within the triangle. So there is a point L inside the triangle PQR, which is is such that it is less than or equal to 3 centimeters. Remember, this is what determines what is less or equal to 3 centimeters from PQ. Let me just first label this as CIII. Okay, so this line is what is determining. So now L is less than or equal to 3 centimeters. So it's below this line or on this line somewhere. Let us read further. Less than or equal to 6 centimeters from R. This curve is what determines what is less than or equal to or greater than 6 centimeters from R. So the question is saying that L is what? Below this line, and then L is less than 6 centimeters. So it's located in here somewhere and nearer to P than Q. So the line that determines what is nearer to P or Q is this perpendicular line we have here. And we have been told by the condition that L is nearer to P than to Q. So therefore, this is the region where L lies. And it says shade cleared where L must lie. So you do it neatly. As you can see, I'm shading like so. You can get marks just for presenting your work in such a way. If you want, you can even label L like so. So that is how you answer this kind of question. You have scored 8 marks just like that. If you want more in-depth coverage of these solutions, I have created a book. You can feel free and check it out. It's located in the video description below. And once you do that, my friend, you're going to pass with flying colors. Thank you for watching.